Hi again, everybody, and welcome to Inside Golf. I'm Harry Donahue. Recently, Red October was on full display at Huntington Valley Country Club when they held the 10th annual Darren Daulton Foundation golf event. We'll talk to some of Darren's teammates about how important this outing is for them and the Daulton Foundation. And we'll take a look at a new tournament series for Philly pros and 8 amateurs. It was held at Applebrook. It's called the Silvercrest Cup. And as always, we'll also have the return of our teed-off panel with another hot golf topic. So, stand by. It's all coming up next. The Daulton Foundation Golf Event, year number 10, next on Inside Golf.
The 26th season of Inside Golf is presented by Destination Montco Golf. Your next golf getaway is in Valley Forge in Montgomery County, Pennsylvania. Visit valleyforge.org. By the First Tee Greater Philadelphia. The First Tee not only helps young men and women become better golfers, but most important, better people. Get involved. Visit firstteephiladelphia.org. By the Philadelphia Association of Golf Course Superintendents, a community of professionals enhancing the game of golf since 1925. Make sure you thank your golf course superintendent today. By the Golf Association of Philadelphia, GAP, celebrating amateur golf since 1897. By Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine, a digital publication and private business network. Read the current issue free at jerseymanmagazine.com. And by Inside Golf's partner since 1998, the Philadelphia PGA section, the experts in the game and business of golf.
Golf is the great equalizer. For many, this journey is an escape from reality, a chance to be part of a team, a career opportunity. PGA Reach impacts lives through golf by lifting people up, giving them hope, and sending them down an alternate path that they never saw coming. With PGA Reach Philadelphia, as in life and in golf, the most important shot you take is the next one.
The Golf Association of Philadelphia. Founded in 1897, GAP is the nation's oldest regional or state golf association. We serve amateur golf in Eastern PA, Southern New Jersey, and all of Delaware. GAP welcomes all golfers, junior or senior, male or female, public or private. Join the Golf Association of Philadelphia today. Our mission is always to preserve, protect, and promote the great game of golf. Before you tee it up, look us up. Visit gapgolf.org to find out more.
Welcome back to Inside Golf. Well, as I mentioned in the opening of the show today, recently the Darren Daulton Foundation held its 10th annual golf event at Huntington Valley Country Club. Now, the purpose of the foundation is to raise money to help the families of cancer patients to meet their financial obligations. Devin Caney got a chance to talk to Brett Dotto. He is the president of the Daulton Foundation and discusses about how it all got started back in 2013. Devin?
Thanks, Harry. I'm here at the 10th annual Darren Daulton Foundation golf outing, and I had a chance to catch up with several of Darren's former teammates and guys who go way back with Darren Daulton before they teed off.
We have great weather today. Do your best to spend as much money as you can because all the money goes to help families affected by the same type of brain cancer that unfortunately took Darren's life. Back in 1994 when Darren was playing with the Phillies, I was fortunate enough to represent him as his lawyer in a matter and struck up not only a professional relationship but then a personal relationship. And then in 2013 when he was unfortunately diagnosed with the brain cancer, we decided to start the foundation to help thank so many people that had supported him throughout his playing career. So in 2013 we started the Darren Daulton Foundation. It's been 10 years. It's been an amazing run, and we just do these types of activities to raise money and awareness for brain cancer.
Now, why golf? What was golf special to Darren? Tell me the connection there.
Yeah, so Darren was actually married, to Amanda Daulton, who played on the Futures Tour, the LPGA Futures Tour. So there was a natural connection, natural synergy there. And they loved to golf in Clearwater, where they lived at the time. And then I saw that Philadelphia has such a wide tradition of great golf courses. So I thought it made logical sense to kind of take that model, bring it up to Philadelphia, and see if it could work. And for 10 years, we've been just doing successful golf outings and other golf-related activities. So it's been a win-win for everybody.
How did you first get involved with the Darren Daulton Foundation?
Well, I'm good friends with Brett and Amanda, and you know, as soon as you mentioned Darren Daulton, we all jump in. So he was a tremendous person, friend, father figure for me, and when I knew what was going to take place with this foundation, like I said, I was jumping in, and it's been tremendous. It's continued to grow. We're raising so much money. We have great outings, great events, and I'm just proud to be a part of it.
Tell me about your role as an ambassador. What does that entail beyond just this week event?
Yeah, I mean, just really, spreading the word about the foundation, showing up at the events, hanging out with the fans and all the donate, the people that donate, and just spreading the word about the foundation, what we do, and how important it is to donate and raise money for all these families that are in need.
Looking back, going on 10 years with this for number 10, how do you think Darren would feel about all of this and how far you guys have come?
Oh, he'd give everybody a kiss that was here. That's what he did. He loved people. He loved being with people. He loved hanging out, and he would be so proud of this organization and what we've done. And, we lost him way too early. We've lost a lot of players way too early. But like I said, Darren was a friend, close friend, a father figure, a great teammate, and he would be super, super proud of what's going on here.
Having known Darren Daulton very well, going on 10 years, what does this event mean to you? Being an ambassador not just for this event, but every day.
Darren has been a very special mentor to me and a great friend, and had been for many, many years. And, obviously we tragically lost him. He was very close to a lot of people, and you probably hear the same sort of stories, but he's a super loving man. A great teammate, one of the best leaders I've ever been around, and for me to be able to honor him and to be part of this foundation is something really near and dear to my heart.
You guys seem like you're having a great time out here. So obviously there's that. But having known Darren, being teammates with him, what does it mean to you guys to carry on this legacy 10 years later for number 10?
Well, I mean, I enjoy the event. I mean, it's a lot, when you lose a close friend like that, and anything that supported, I'm just made it a part of my life to continue to contribute to it. So when I come back, I get to see former teammates and who you don't see often due to the nature of the game. And I enjoy myself. I have a great time.
Yeah, losing Darren was, we all knew it was going to happen. Watching him go down that road, it was a tough road. The foundation is a good place for people to land, and they come and support families that need it very, very much. So I think, having the heart to do this and for the foundation to be here for those families is very important.
Yes, Darren was our leader, one of the quiet leaders, man. He just went out there and we just went and played, and he took care of everything, and I loved him dearly. And, we do this just to support those families who need the help with what they're going through with brain surgery. It was a tough fight for Darren, and he fought it tough, man, but, he didn't make it. So we're just here to support him and support cancer awareness, brain cancer awareness.
Out here representing Darren Daulton Foundation, playing a little golf. I come all the way out from California to represent this. What a great leader he was for our team, and a great person overall. Been knowing him for a long time before baseball, so pleasure of mine to come out here and for this good cause they got going on.
Yeah, you just said it. You traveled all the way from California. What was it about Darren that still inspires you to travel across the country to honor his legacy and promote this event?
Well, kind of like I said, me and Darren kind of came through in the minor leagues, and I've been knowing Darren for a long time. So not only was he a good baseball player and a good leader of ours on our team, he was also a special friend and a dear, dear friend in my heart. So just coming out here to celebrate this and be with all the guys and stuff and represent his cancer foundation is great, because as we know, cancer is a tough deal these days, and anything we can do to support it for anybody in this world is a good thing.
Do you have any favorite memories or stories about Darren that you'd like to share?
Well, there's one that when I first came up to the big leagues, I remember throwing a ball away at home plate, and he was catching, and I threw it high, and they slid into his leg, and he had already had a bunch of surgeries on his leg, and I was upset that I threw it so high, and I thought he was going to be mad at me when I got into the dugout because I put him in danger. And I got in there, and he came and he said, "Hey, rookie," because I was a rookie in '88, and he says, "Don't worry about it. It's okay. You can make errors up here and whatever." And I thought he was going to be mad, but to me, I thought I made a big mistake, but that touched my heart and let me go out there and continue to play very well.
Going on 10 years for number 10, what does it mean to you as someone who was close with Darren to look back at how far this foundation has come?
Yeah, it's amazing. You know, Darren's dream was to do this. And the great thing is, Devin, is that so many of us come back every year for Darren. Most of the guys on our 93 team are here, the ones that are still alive, sadly. But, you know, it tells you what Darren meant to us as a person, as a leader, but as a brother. You know, he's our brother. And, you know, we're losing too many of them. I know we're getting older, but we're losing too many too young.
Now, I hear you're making a speech today. Can you tell me the overall points that you plan to touch on in that speech?
Well, since I just found out, I don't really know what I'm going to talk about yet, but, you know, a lot of it's going to be thanking people for all their help and, you know, raising money for the foundation. And I'm going to speak for all of our guys that played with Darren, the guys that have been like Milt Thompson, Ricky Jordan. They've been with Darren for a long, long time. You know, you spend one day with Darren, you understand what he's all about. And, you know, this is something that he wanted, he started, and personally it's an honor to just be asked to be a part of this. And, you know, even though Darren and I were close, it still means so much to all of us to come back and carry on his legacy.
Number 10, which was so special to Darren's playing career, I think he would just beyond being thrilled. He's looking down on us now and he's saying, right on, fight on, you guys go have a great day today.
It was a great day on the course, and many of Darren's former teammates and those who knew him well knew how important the game of golf was to him and how important it was to carry on this event. From Huntington Valley, I'm Devin Caney. Harry?
Thanks, Devin. You know, it's always great to hear from some of Dutch's former teammates and find out how important this foundation is for what they do in raising money for cancer victims. All right, stay with us. More to come here on Inside Golf. This time we go to Applebrook and a look at the recently held Silvercrest Cup. That's next on Inside Golf.
Hi, Tony Salucci with the Beacon Group of Companies. If your company has between 50 and 500 employees enrolled in your health insurance plan, there's a really good chance we can reduce your costs significantly and increase the benefits employees receive. How do we do it? We put you together with several thousand employers of a similar size across the country so your company can get amazing buying power. Schedule a conversation with one of our employee benefits specialists today at mybeacongroup.com.
Welcome back to Inside Golf. This year was the second year for the Silvercrest Cup. It was played at Applebrook Golf Club. The Philly section has partnered with Silvercrest Asset Management Group, an investment advisor, to create the Silvercrest Cup. It is one of the more lucrative event series on the section's calendar, with Silvercrest contributing $50,000 as the event's title partner. The championship event invites the top 54 Philly area pros that earn points from their performances in 4 qualifying events. And there's also the top 8 amateurs from GAP's Heidman Player of the Year list. Alan Gray is the managing director at Silvercrest.
The tournament started out of our desire to affiliate with a group of people that have the sort of same culture that we have, dedicating themselves to, you know, the craft that they've decided to follow, the careers they've decided to follow. But they also spend most of their time working with the people that ask them to help them, their customers, the club members that they all represent, and spend most of their time with. They work tireless hours on the lesson tee, running tournaments, you know, taking care of all the things that their members want. And then they finally get a chance to get out and play the game they love, which is, you know, competitive golf. So we wanted to make sure that they had a venue and a tournament structure that allowed them to experience what we watch the people on TV experience, you know, every week.
In addition to golf, as Alan mentioned, is a charitable component. Checks of $10,000 each were presented to Courtney Curcio of the section's charitable foundation, PGA Reach Philadelphia, and to GAP's executive director, Mark Peterson, for the J. Wood Platt Caddy Scholarship Trust.
One of our charitable sponsors, if you will, for us is the J. Wood Platt Caddy Scholarship Trust. So Our rule is that all the players have to walk and take a caddy along with them and create a professional tournament environment for them. We do a lot of charitable giving. We have a lot of clients that we manage assets for. We also have a big view on, helping, our military folks, when they're coming back out of the military, whether they're wounded or injured. And so the Philadelphia Reach Foundation does a lot of that, and the J. Wood Platt Caddy Scholarship Trust obviously works with caddies who are trying to further themselves and pay for their education. So we feel strongly about all of those things.
Pushed an incredible amount of excitement into our tournament program. As all of you know,
Silvercrest is pleased as to how the event has evolved and now is expanding their efforts.
Awesome day here at Applebrook. Many, many thanks to all the folks here at Applebrook who helped us put on another great tournament for the local professionals in the Philadelphia section. We're in year 2 with the Philadelphia PGA section and also the Metropolitan New York section. And this year we expanded it to the Middle Atlantic section, which covers the states of Virginia and Maryland. For all the same reasons we just talked about. We have clients in those areas. We have office locations in those areas. So we're out there in the community and we're getting to know the players that are working at various clubs that either we have the good fortune to be members of or that our clients have. So we want to continue to grow that kind of support in different geographies.
PGA professional Dave Padgett from White Marsh earned top honors along with defending champion amateur Andrew Keeling, finishing with a 3-under par score of 68.
Hopefully we're going to see you again.
So congratulations to both Dave and Andrew and to Silvercrest for making it possible. Next up, our teed off panel's ready to go.
Shot too, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So.
Welcome back. Inside Golf continues with our teed off panel. We're on the back deck at Lulu Country Club with the panel consisting of Brad Sanders, assistant pro at Sunnybrook Golf Club. Good to see you again,
Thanks
Brad.
for having me.
Jim Sullivan, he belongs here, plays everywhere, but he also finds time to fit in Inside Golf.
It's always a treat, Harry. Thank you.
Schedule. Harry Mays. Harry, you know him from the podcast, Swing It.
And Ding It.
And Ding It. And he does that all the time. Good to have you fit
Always
us
glad
in.
to be here.
Oh, I bet you are. All right, well, let's talk the differences between stroke and medal play versus match play. And I don't know, Brad, you probably have experience. You played collegiate golf. Most of that, I guess, was what, stroke play?
Stroke play.
Yeah, but you've had your share, I guess, of match play matches. What's the biggest difference for you?
Biggest difference for me is basically match play. You're just going out and trying to make as many birdies as you can. Obviously, if your opponent messes up and you kind of have to play the safer shot, you do that. But it's just kind of going off whatever they do, and you're just got your kind of pedal to the metal, just kind of full bore, just going for birdies, and that's what makes it fun. Personally, I've shot some of the best rounds of my life in match play because it's kind of next putt's pretty much good a lot of the time. So that just makes for just a more enjoyable time in my eyes.
Right, so you tend to be more aggressive when you're playing match play, except maybe there are times, there must be, where you have to manage your game a little bit. If you see your opponent in trouble, maybe being that aggressive isn't always the best course.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Jimmy, same explanation for you or a different one?
Yeah, I mean, it's very similar. They're two totally different games. I mean, I think of match play almost like an arm wrestling match or a wrestling match. It's just one person and whatever they're doing is what, you kind of try to dictate to them, and then there's times where they'll dictate to you. And stroke play is like running a marathon or like a cross-country long race. You just go out and do the best you can, hope it's good enough at the end. Most competition on the televised competition is stroke play, I guess, because you want to make sure the best players are on TV Sunday afternoon. But I sure enjoy watching Ryder Cup and U.S. Amateur and the different times that they do play match play. I think I enjoy that more, but I certainly understand needing the best players on TV.
It also gets a little tedious when they're down to 2 or 4 players left. Like there's a lot of downtime on television. So
it's tough television
that way. Fill a little bit more.
Exactly.
Yeah,
you got to work harder.
I'm sure 90% of your golf is match play golf, and you're out there with friends at 1912.
Pretty much, yeah. And I prefer it because it's typically what we play. But I'm also prone to the blow-up hole every once in a while, especially
Who is
maybe,
it?
you know, in maybe one of those first 4 holes at the 1912 club. They're not too friendly to me. So you know, you don't want to be out of the match. You know, you could shoot yourself out in stroke play pretty quickly with 2 bad holes, but with match play, you just lost the hole, you move on.
You have to have a short memory.
Right.
Yeah.
Like a cornerback.
If you're playing
NFL.
medal play, that 6 or 7 is on the card.
It's always
forever.
on that card.
It
goes
with
it's
you
not
till
just
the
one
end.
hole.
Right.
It's there, and that might be the difference. So, I mean, what goes into, I guess what I'm thinking is the psychology of the two is totally different. You got to shake off that double or whatever it was that you had on the previous hole, and concentrate on the next hole. And how much concentration do you spend watching what your opponent is doing to influence what your next shot's going to be?
I think it's quite a bit. I mean, because really that's all you and your partner, if it's partners, are going up against the other 2 guys. You're not going up against the whole field. So, you know, you can see it right in front of you what you're up against. That guy just, you know, hit it into the drink in 2. So he's, you know, he's going to be shooting 4. Now, I might play this hole a little more conservatively because I'm getting a shot too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So.
Now, when you play here at Lulu, and you have your group, I'm sure, a circle of friends, and a lot of times, I'm not sure your handicap, what are you, 2 or something?
Well, we're negotiating.
1? Okay. Do you negotiate your handicaps, do you? That reminds me, you know, of the story where the matches are often won and lost right on before you hit your first shot.
Yeah.
What you decide to do handicap-wise.
So the standard game here is there's a sort of a foursome against foursome match. It'd be 3 balls out of 4, but match play against the other team, and then I'll make a handful of side bets with 1 partner against 2 guys on the other team. So do a couple of those, and then I'll have a couple, 2 or 3 individuals. But it's all match play, and almost always here, you're figuring it out in the bar afterwards, because I didn't play with you, so we're taking a look afterwards and say, all right, pars, birdies, wherever, and work our way through the card. Very little stroke play, although I like the idea of having kind of $10. Everybody throws $10 in the pot for a low stroke play. Here, there's a lot of competitive golfers, you know, playing in Gap and PA golf events, but 99% of what goes on is match play.
Right. Now, do you play with members much?
Yeah, all the time.
And you're always giving shots?
Yes.
Right? I mean, you're not getting nobody's giving you candy anywhere.
Not much.
When you get out there, and I'm not talking about you're playing $100 Nassau's, obviously, but even like, you know, friendly $2, $5 Nassau, 3 ways, whatever you want to do. Do you counsel your opponent like, hey, you're getting a shot on, or your teammate, you're getting a shot here, or?
Kind of get to know them. We're lucky enough we play with the membership quite a bit, so it's like if I'm playing with him, like I kind of know that like he wants to know kind of his shots where they fall.
Right.
Some people get nervous when they have a shot, so you just kind of don't tell them. You kind of keep them from knowing, and if they do something well, you're always like, let's go, and you're just like, what do you mean?
Yeah.
You're just like, yeah, you just had a shot there.
Great
so
4, you were getting a shot.
Good birdie there.
Right.
We won that hole. So it just depends on the member and kind of feel it out.
And their temperament. I have a little bit of an explanation. For years I've been doing this show, signing off, you know, hey, no matter how bad it's going for you out there, don't pick up. And everybody thinks, oh no, you're against
Terrible
speed of
advice.
play and all. Well, but let me just explain it. And you know, I'll do this periodically with people who criticize me for it. I used to play with a guy when I was like a 10, 11 handicap, and he was a 28. Do the math, okay? He's getting a shot a hole off of my ball. Okay. I'd be walking down, you know, say the 3rd or 4th hole, and I don't see him. He's all the way over on the left side of the hole, and I'm on the right, and I'm hitting a drive, and all of a sudden I hear, Harry, don't pick up. Why? Because he's over there hitting 4, and he's only getting 1 shot. And that's not going to make any difference at all. His ball's
so
not
he needs
going
you to
in
keep
count.
fighting.
It's me. So when I say, no matter how bad it's going for you out there, think about your partner. If he doesn't tell you, he's in his pocket, okay? So don't pick up. And I never did. As soon as I heard that, a little more pressure, but I'm glad he told me. Because if truth be told, we won a few dollars a lot of times when he was saying, hey, Harry, don't pick up. Speed of play, we didn't care, okay? So that's my explanation. Does it change your opinion? I don't care. That much?
That's a long prologue to this advice.
Okay, don't pick up, folks. Remember that partner of yours? He's in his pocket. We'll be back. More of Inside Golf in just a moment.
Designed by Donald Ross, Lulu Country Club is one of the premier private golf courses in Montgomery County. This classic 18-hole course boasts a new state-of-the-art clubhouse with many amenities for members to enjoy. Members are invited to play in events, tournaments, and enjoy guest privileges. For more information, contact membership at lulucc.com.
When you vacation in Montgomery County, PA, your money worries get a vacation too.
Oh, you gotta get your value.
Feel free to explore the soldiers' huts.
Free?
$4, that's it? Keep the lettuce coming, Diane.
Parking is free!
Hey, it's free!
With so many affordable things in Montgomery County, go ahead. Freak out.
That's going to do it for this week's edition of Inside Golf. Our thanks to Devin Caney for helping us cover the recently held Darren Daulton Foundation event at Huntington Valley. And you probably recognize my background here today. It's the iconic 16th hole at Murray and East, because we're going to be back here in future weeks talking about the work of superintendents, and specifically the Valentine brothers are going to talk about their grandfather Joe and their father Richie, and Paul Latshaw now has that same responsibility. We'll get his thoughts on the work of a superintendent and how without that work, none of us could enjoy the game we love. I'm Harry Donahue. See you next time, right here on Inside Golf.
The 26th season of Inside Golf is presented by Destination Montco Golf. Your next golf getaway is in Valley Forge in Montgomery County, Pennsylvania. Visit valleyforge.org. By the First Tee Greater Philadelphia. The First Tee not only helps young men and women become better golfers, but most important, better people. Get involved. Visit firstteephiladelphia.org. By the Philadelphia Association of Golf Course Superintendents, a community of professionals enhancing the game of golf since 1925. Make sure you thank your golf course superintendent today. By the Golf Association of Philadelphia, GAP, celebrating amateur golf since 1897. By Jersey Man and Philly Man Magazine, a digital publication and private business network. Read the current issue free at jerseymanmagazine.com. And by Inside Golf's partner since 1998, the Philadelphia PGA section, the experts in the game and business of golf.